Yes, sir. We are back. Welcome to another episode of Croc Talk TV. I am your host, former NFL and AFL defensive back, Eric Crocker. And today, got some film study. Deommodore Lenoir. Listen, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his first name. Deommodore. All right, listen, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. All right. So, Demo Lenoir. And I think most notably by 49er fans from a play he made yesterday, which was an amazing play. I want me to break down that play down? I'll break that down too and talk about kind of why it was impressive, why it happened. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to go over his film, his 2020 game against Stanford. All right. I actually, watched this film during the draft process, and I was like, damn, he has some really good stuff. And I actually messaged him. We had some, back and forths a little bit in the DMs. I never expected him to get drafted by the 49ers, but obviously that's intriguing. But yeah, man, I think you guys are going to like his film. And I know there were a lot of people in there yesterday. We had up to 130, 140, 150 people in there watching the breakdown on Ambry Thomas from Michigan. I walked away, very impressed from Ambry Thomas. I think that was the most in-depth that I've watched him. And it's also cool, just really being able to kind of break all that down and kind of explain it to you guys. And actually explaining what I'm saying to y'all helps me actually retain the information and everything as well. So I had an amazing time last night. And I'm like, you know what? Let's come back. Let's do demo. And I think that's something that y'all would appreciate. And this channel, obviously, I know a big amount of my subscribers are 49er fans. I'm definitely gonna get into other teams, other players. I hope more so than anything, this is a channel that people feel like they can be educated on things to some sort. I think anybody that knows me, anybody that has had a conversation with me, know I'll never claim to know everything. I'm always learning. I'm always trying to learn. I take advice from other people. I call people if I don't know something. So the last thing I ever want to do is come off as like some kind of know-it-all or anything like that. I really just come here, talk about things I've learned, what I see, I understand certain things from my experiences, and that really helps me kind of evaluate and know what I'm seeing on film. One thing y'all don't hear me get into is like the scheme and the play calls and things like that, because I don't know. I don't know that stuff. Like, I'm not in those meeting rooms. I don't know what they're being told to do. Coaches might tell you, hey, if you see this formation, you see this, then I want you to do this. And I might have been told to do it a totally different way. So I typically try not to guess, unless it's extremely obvious, but I typically try not to guess on, a coverage or what somebody, is told to do. I just go based off of, like, let's talk about their skill set, right? Like their feet, their hips, their change of direction, the consistency. I'm really big on that. How often do they do something? The versatility. Can they play off? Are they better at press? Do they slide inside? Do they have a difficult time with certain type of receivers? Those are the things that I want to identify by doing these breakdowns. And, I hope you guys, appreciate those type of things. And hopefully we can learn together. You know what I'm saying? So before we get started, if y'all have any questions, whatever, we got people rolling in right now. So I'll probably start in a few more minutes. But anybody have any questions? And it could be anything. It could be, a player on a different roster. What I think about maybe a certain prospect that was just drafted, receiver and defensive back. If I don't know, if I haven't really watched this guy, then y'all really won't hear me, talk about it too much. But here we go. Let's start answering some of these questions. Yeah, smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, don't just come in here and watch. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Make sure you guys subscribe. Push that up, man. Smash the like button. All that good stuff. All right. Jets record this year. Now listen, and again, we're gonna get to the film study. I'm letting people kind of flow in because when I started last night I started and there was 50 people in here. Then I'd say probably by 15 minutes in, there was like 100 people in here, and I'm like, damn, they done missed part of it. I want everybody to get the full experience because I feel like from the jump, I usually give off some good kind of nuggets on things I'm looking for, and maybe that certain thing sets the tone for the rest of the film that we're watching. All right, but Jets record this year. It's interesting because I mean, one, they're in the AFC East, so off rip, you are at a disadvantage, right? You're talking about a division that has the New England Patriots, who even when they're down, they're still up. And they were down last year. They had a lot of opt outs. They're getting a lot of guys back. So, then obviously, if they get more consistency at the quarterback position, whether it's from Cam Newton or even Mac Jones, I definitely feel like they'll be better. Buffalo saw what they did. They're one of the powerhouses. I don't want to say they're one of the powerhouses in the AFC because you want to see them do it again and be consistent. But I do definitely expect the Buffalo Bills to kind of play as well as they did last year, even if it doesn't result in going to the AFC Championship game. Anytime you have a quarterback that's that dynamic, aggressive with his play style and how he plays and the plays he's able to make with you know Diggs out there and shoes. I mean, their defense actually kind of had a down year. I expect them to get better. So I think the Bills are going to be better. And then the other team in the AFC East, Dolphins. I think Dolphins are going to be better. Now we'll see what they look like with Tua. It's his show now. You're not a rookie anymore. Now he's going to finally have an offseason OTAs, and we'll see, what happens with Tua. So that's definitely going to be something that, that's definitely going to be something that is intriguing with him. So AFC East, man, it's tough. Jets record, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say just because I believe in Salah, I believe in what Salah is going to do, I would say 7 wins. So what, 7-10? I can see, and I think that's a good start for Salah having to turn around an entire organization. So, this is a good question. Do you have footage of Lenoir versus Ayuk in college? I do actually have that. I have that. So I didn't even think about that. I was gonna put on the 2020 film and watch him from there, but maybe when I get done with that, we could kind of skim through a little bit of that Arizona State game from the year before. My guy, thank you. Off top. What's up? Who we got in here? How far can the Washington? First of all, it's the Washington football team. Come on, now we can't call them the Redskins. All right, Washington football team. How far can they go this year? I like what they're doing. I think when you're playing in the NFC East, it's really kind of up for grabs, right? So when you look at Washington and the defense that they have, man, like that's a dominating defense that they have, and they're only going to get better. They added some weapons at the cornerback position. Really like what they did there. You look at really just the defense. When you have a dominant defense like that, now it's like, all right, offense, just don't screw this up. And I like what they have on offense. Even bringing in Fitzpatrick, obviously, like, he's not a guy that's probably not going to take him to the Super Bowl. He just hasn't been that type of guy. But you're going to be solid with him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be solid with him with that offense. I really like the weapons that they have now. They went, obviously they have McLaurin. They went and got Samuel. And then they drafted Dominic Brown, who I was really high on, have a nice running back in the backfield. So I think Washington football team can be really good this year. And, I know it sounds crazy because it's them, but if they were to kind of win the NFC East, will we really be surprised? I wouldn't be. Shoot, they won it last year and they won 6 games, but I think I expect them to be better this year. All right, again, we're about to get into the film. I'll probably wait about 2 more minutes. All right, 2 more minutes. Answer any questions that y'all got. All right, here we go. Do you think Trey Lance improved his throwing motion? I don't know. That's something that everybody looks into. I hear a lot of people talk about like throwing motion, guys like Steve Young and stuff, and really a lot of what they say, unless it's like super elongated, obviously you want to shorten it up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be something that's super noticeable to the eye. It's not like this really long, elongated, like maybe like a Tim Tebow was. I think that's fine. I think really when it comes to Trey Lance, the things that he needs to improve is just the consistency of everything else, like his feet, shoulders bouncing up and down, like those type of things. So, with him, I wouldn't worry so much about the throwing motion. I think he's going to be fine there. It's the feet, it's, getting his feet right, shoulders, all those type of things. Like, I think that's where he needs to be, consistent and more improved. Who has a better shot of taking a snap for their team, Watson or Rodgers? I'm going to go with Rodgers. Because, Rodgers, one, they haven't done anything where he has had to be there. So I know he said that he hasn't shown up yet. but I could definitely see him showing up. Also, with Watson, it's like we that's a whole legal situation. So the NFL might come in and come down on them, and you just never know. So shoot, we saw Ezekiel Elliott get suspended for way less than what Watson is getting accused for. So we'll see how the commissioner comes down on Watson. Sticky situation, no pun intended. but I would expect Aaron Rodgers to play first. If I had to put money down. All right, let's see. If the Niners cut or trade Jimmy, do you think they need a veteran backup? I think I think they got a guy like Sudfield kind of for that. And I know it's not like the sexy signing or anything like that, but I think Sudfield is supposed to be a guy who, he's been the backup for Carson Wentz and Philadelphia for the last 4 years. I think he's supposed to be kind of that guy that helps with all that. If you let go of Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't expect the 49ers to, but I think if somebody gets desperate and needs a quarterback, there's definitely a scenario where 49ers trade Jimmy Garoppolo, but I don't think they want to. All right. Let's see. Caught the Amber stream late. Will you post on here or on Patreon? And same for this stream, as I can't stick around long. Now, yeah, it's on the YouTube. So if you go back, the full Ambry Thomas stream is on YouTube in the channel. So I'm gonna be doing different things with my Patreon account. Not so much this, but we're about to get started with the Patreon stuff. Get going back up with that stuff, because that's definitely my kind of go-to and my priority with everything. Let's see. Why do so many commentators talk about North Dakota State like they weren't better than half the FBS teams from 2010 2020? Beat Iowa State, Kansas State, Minnesota, etc. during that time. Well, North Dakota State's a powerhouse, man. Like, they really are. They are terrific. Now, we have seen, they've taken a step back since losing Trey Lance, and maybe they lost some other guys as well, but they just lost in the playoffs. So, but they've been a powerhouse. Like, every year. They're probably the favorites to win the FCS championship every single year, which is really crazy. And it's really cool to see a guy like Trey Lance be able to do that as a freshman. I think a lot of people kind of skim over how impressive that is. Like, to come in as a freshman, obviously a redshirt freshman, but they brought in a quarterback, I think, from Iowa State to play over Trey Lance, and Trey Lance ended up beating him out. So that's definitely something that kind of gets a little overlooked, where it wasn't like something where like Trey Lance was just coming in and was expected to be the starter, or like they just handed him the starting position. Trey Lance had to actually beat out somebody and then kind of hold him off as a freshman. So, they're definitely a powerhouse. All right, we got 65 of y'all in here. I expect the numbers to continue to climb up. I'll answer one more question. Let's see. Have you been looking at the possible 2022 draft corners? No, but I am familiar with some of the guys. Obviously, Derek Stingley. Who else? They got another one, Flat. So LSU got a couple corners, and they got the Ricks, but he's not a 2022 guy. I can't think off the top of my head, but I have looked into a little bit, but I'm still kind of getting through, last year's draft and then kind of bang out this content. What 49ers DB has the best chance to go against DK this year, vet or rookie? DK is a mismatch no matter who it is. So I don't think it matters really, like, with how DK is. Like, I mean, he's just a big dog. Maybe Ambry Thomas, because I think out of the corners that you expect to play, he has like the most size, and is a guy that can run fast. So maybe him, but DK is a dog, bro. I don't think it matters who you put on him if you don't got goddamn Jalen Ramsey. Let's see. Elam from Florida. Is he number 5? Elam number 5? He one had the interception and got his head knocked off. I don't know. I used to really like Marquise Lee. All right, we got 75 people in here, man. Let's get it. Remember, the super chat is active. So if you guys, any donations on all that, feel free. They are all greatly appreciated. All right, and we're about to start sharing this live stream. Let's get it. I think you guys are gonna really like this film, y'all. And again, what I'll end up doing. Where is it at? Hold on. Boom. All right, so what I'll end up doing is probably every hold on. So probably every at the end of every like kind of like possession or whatever, I might come back in and kind of talk about what I'm seeing and whatnot. But yeah, let's get it. You guys know this kind of gets in depth. So if y'all need to get some water or something, get that now because it's about to get real. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started. I got 80 of my nearest and dearest friends in here. Let's get to this live stream now. All right, here we go. Let's start to identify where. Well, hold on, real quick. Let me make sure I have. All right, so again, I'll talk a little bit about kind of how my whole process and everything like that. Again, I'm not going to really focus too much on scheme and things like that. I focus more on who the player is. All right, I want to talk about what I'm seeing right with his feet, his hips, his change of direction. Does he have long speed? Does he have the ability to play press as well as play off? Where does he fit more comfortable? Where do I see his skill set transition into the NFL? How consistent is he? What type of caliber of receiver is he going up against? How does that certain type of receiver kind of threaten him and his movement skills and whatnot? Like those are the things that we want to identify in this film. So those are the things that I'll be going over consistently here. So I really appreciate that. And coach, my guy, man, with the first contribution of the day, sending love off the strength, bro. I appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Really look forward to your channel and the content once the season starts. Hey, man, once the season starts, I'm going to have some really cool stuff on the channel. I'm making sure I continue to bang out some great stuff for you guys. I really appreciate the contribution, coach. All right, here we go. So Lenoir, he's right here. He's up top. All right, let's see what happens here. Try to set the tone a little bit. How does the receiver come out? Okay, a block. And now he tries to muscle him up. Look, right? Now, these are the things that I like to see a little bit, right? Because the receiver, we talk about, they're going to try to bully you a little bit. So you got to kind of show, like, from the jump, like, bro, I ain't no punk. And you got to show that you're scrappy. So, okay, yeah, he got rolled up into, boom, folds him over, throws him down, then the little extra little shove, then dude try to shake his hand at the end. Watch him try to shake his hand at the end. Watch him. Hey, man, like, no, bro, I don't want to shake your hand, bro. Those are things I just like to see. All right, here he is. He's up top here. All right, let's watch his press technique. Is it the pass play? All right, getting into it again. They put somebody else on him. They're like, all right, number 81, you get him now. One thing I can't take away, even from running plays, I still can see, feet. All right, what kind of feet does he have? Does he have heavy feet? Are they a little lumbering? Or his movement skills a little tight, a little stiff? Even in running plays, I can still kind of see those type of things. I'm like, okay, he has good feet. More of a motor, press technique type guy. Here he is up top. All right, I like it. Kind of disguise it a little bit. Show press alignment. Open up. Okay, he's going into a bill. All right, now he's messing with it again. Like, oh damn, he's taking hell long. Let me show press. All right, you see the communication. All right, go ahead, get off. All right, another run play. Now these are things I want to see too. Like, all right, does he try to get off the block? Press. Try to get in there. Yeah, try to get in on action. It's just all this stuff between this here, between the stuff after the play earlier. It just kind of tells me what type of mindset this guy has, and those are the things I really want to see. Like, is he a dog? And as we've heard him say, like, you start talking about hyenas, and you're either a hyena or you're not, or you're whatever he was talking about. But he was basically alluding to this, like, all right, I'm a big dog on the field. All right, like I ain't no punk, not like that. All right, here he goes right here. Let's see him. All right, nothing really to see there. Damn, Stanford. Talk about running the ball. Here he is here now at the bottom. All right, off coverage. One thing I did like is that you're able to see him, in off coverage, you're able to see him in press. Here you kind of want to see, like, how quickly he identifies certain things. Again, I'm not sure how quickly they tell them to shoot, but once this dude comes down here, basically you kind of crack replace. So it's like, all right, he kind of slow played it a little bit, but Not bad. He's down here still. All right, he's impressed. Good feet, good hands, good job. All right, feet, hands, good. This is what we call getting in phase. That's good. Feet, hands. Now he uses a motor technique, inch technique, feather technique, whatever you want to call it, but he doesn't motor out too much, so that's good. What you don't want to see is him like just like create the space for the receiver. All right, here he is again down here to the boundary. The Simi Fayoko. All right, that's a big dog receiver right there, 6'4", 220 pounds. And look at them getting the shoving mat. But again, it's like, I'm not going to let you punk me. You're 6'4", 220. I'm 5'10", 195 or whatever, 5'11", 195. But it's like, bro, I'm not going to let you punk me. I'm not going to let you punk me. And this is all part of like, just a little game inside the game. Those are things I just look at. Like, is he going to back down? Because I've seen some corners where the dudes start to get their hands on them and they just kind of back down and shy away from that contact, right? And it's like, nah, like, I want that funk. Like, what's happening? I don't care how big you are. I don't care how big you are. I like that. I like it. Now, obviously, you don't want to do something to take you out the game, get you kicked out, and hurt your team. But you also gotta let the guys know, like, bro, I'm not no punk. I ain't no punk. All right, here he is right here, lined up to the boundary again. So that's one thing I haven't identified. Are they doing field boundary? Look at him again after the play. Look at it. And again, at some point, I do want you to kind of, get off of him, right? Disengage. But I do like the fact that he's not backing down from none of these dudes. I like that. Like, bro, I'm here all night. Bro, I'm here all night. I like the scrappiness. God, I'll tell you what, one thing, bro. Like, he is not a punk. He is not a punk. I know that much. And most people might not think that that's anything. You just want somebody that's good. But I'm telling you, like, just you want to know what somebody's mindset is. All right, but can he cover? That's what we want to know. He hasn't been challenged yet. So we see him here up top. He's impressed. I want to see this. But before the snap, and I don't know what's coming, but this is just like kind of how my mind works. The line of scrimmage is here. You got the receiver who's off the ball because he's on the ball. All right. So does he create more space by feathering out too much, creating the space and giving the receiver a two-way go on him? And when I say two-way go, I mean just to go this way or that way. Or does he kind of hang in there a little bit to get hands on? Now we saw Ambry Thomas. He was really good at that last night, right? Challenging himself when the space was already created. Let's see what Demo does here. A little bit. But one thing that you do like to see, even with plays like that, wow, what a hell of a catch. One thing you do like to see right here, all right, boom, I open up this way, all right, and this is a good job by Simi, outside release, come back inside. So now I want to see what type of hips does Demo have, right? What type of hips does he have? Fluid hips, good, right? Okay, feet, up, hips, all one motion, right? He's right back on that upfield shoulder of the receiver, right? Fluid, good. Now we know he has some fluid movements. We saw that interception in rookie minicamp. But those are the things that you want to see here. Feet, okay, open, flip. I'm right back on that upfield shoulder. Where do you get to? Let's see, right? Look at that. He had to flip his hips, and he's still right there. Shoot, the receiver's still trying to fight him off. So that's good. Those are the things that you really want to see off jump. I don't know how dude caught that. That's crazy. But right now, there's two things I feel like we can identify, right? Where I'm confident saying. One, he's a scrappy, tough guy. And those are things that you really like. I like that mindset. All right. So scrappy, tough guy. The other thing that I feel like I'm confident with identifying so far is he has good feet, good hips. So I think that leads to like having nice fluidity. Those are definitely traits that I prioritize with corners. Like I want somebody that's scrappy. I want somebody that's a dog, has that type of mentality. Then I want somebody that definitely is fluid, has good feet, nice hips, those type of things. So those are things that I definitely would like on my team. And it looks like he, at the very least, possesses those things. All right, here he is right here to the boundary. Nice little press bill. All right. Here he is. He's out here now. It's still to the boundary. So that's not him. He's not in. He might not be in. Oh, here he is right here. Let's see him. Let's see him. Does he come down? Uh, does he get in there? Oh, okay, he misses. All right, let's see him. Here he goes down here, right here to the boundary. So he is, that's one thing we can identify now too. He's their boundary corner. Now, teams do field boundary for different reasons. Sometimes they feel like maybe one guy sees the field better. Maybe one guy is just more aggressive than the other guy. So they might have him to the boundary and the other guy to the field. All right. I think here it looks like he's clearly falling off into zone. So he, good eyes, keying this, coming across, as well as understanding that he has to come down on here. Nothing too spacey, special. He's just off in space. After this drive, I'll check back in with you guys in the chat. All right, that was good. Oh, I thought he threw the ball. All right, so let's talk about his feet. Let's talk about his movement skills again. All right, here he is, Simi Fioko. All right, I really like him as a receiver. All right, good feet. He lets his feet do all the feet open. Good, nice little tug. Okay, good job. Oh, push me after the play, punk. But good. One thing I liked about watching Ambry Thomas last night, he was rarely out of position. I felt like anytime they threw the ball at him, he was going to be in position to challenge a pass. There was like maybe a couple times where he might not have been in position, but I think in the whole film, what he gave up 2 catches, and both were extremely contested. This is another good job because again, I just want to know like if the ball is thrown, will he be in position to challenge it? I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah. So that's good. The things you really want to see. Is he playing the red zone? Yep. Right here on the goal line. All right, nothing to see there. Nothing really to see there. All right, so I'll check back in with y'all real quick. How y'all doing? We got 100 of my nearest and dearest friends in here. Let's go, coach. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Had the super chat. Good. Appreciate that. Where can I get a mic like that? This is a Blue Yeti. So you can get you a Blue Yeti. There you go. So that's the question right here. All right, where can you get a mic like that? This is a Blue Yeti. All right. Hyena better than Spoon. I don't know. I think Spoon, some of the things that he has, obviously you would like him to be more of a hyena. The one, one of the positive things with Spoon is, he's 6'3", 200 pounds, and to be able to have the feet and movement skills that he has. Also ran a 4.45 at the combine, so that's like an official 40. Those are things you just can't really teach. So you definitely would like to see Spoon have more of that hyena mentality, but Spoon also has some physical traits that were just like kind of off the charts. Is it a plus? Let's see. Is it a plus if he can disengage from a block? If he can't, can it be an issue? Yeah, I think a lot of disengaging off blocks has to do with just a want to, right? You just kind of have to want to get off this block, right? I talked about it yesterday a little bit how coach told me if I didn't get off the block, they were gonna cut me. So that's how serious the NFL takes it. Obviously, depending on who you are, I was an undrafted guy, so maybe they were harder on me, but ideally, yeah, they want you to get off those blocks. And a lot of it just has to do with just I want to get off the block. All right, let's see. Will Lenoir be a starting corner for the 49ers one day? You know, possibly. I'll never be one to pigeonhole a guy into something and say, he can or can't be something. I think he has a lot of traits so far that I like. Again, we'll continue to watch this film, start to get more of a feel on exactly who he is. But, I'd say, anybody, if they have the ability, then they have the work ethic, they definitely can. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but all right, let's see. Is it too early to say he's the? Is it too early to say he's the best CB in the NFL? It's definitely not too early. It's definitely not too early. Him or Richie James at receiver. Richie James definitely the best receiver in the NFL, according to Kyle. And this is Kyle. He's a Richie James fan. So, all right, man, let's get back into the film. So far, so good. So far, we've identified that he is extremely scrappy, has that hyena mentality. We also have identified that he has good feet and good fluidity. Love to see the fluidness in his feet, his hips, and how they all work together. Those are definitely things that I prioritize. As a press corner, he's definitely not as physical with his hands, although that rep the other day might say otherwise. But here, he hasn't been one to really hang in there to use his hands a lot. It looks like he plays more with his feet at the line of scrimmage, which is fine. Feet before hands. Just work to get the hands on. So haven't seen a whole lot of off. He was off in that one bail at that one time. All right, here he goes. And again, we'll probably get into a little bit of that Brandon Ayuk one as well if I can get to it. If I can get done with this quick enough. All right, here's a bail again. You want to start to know, hey, does this guy want to get blocked? Does he want to get off the block? Does he want to make a play? Make a guy miss in space? Try to go in there and make a play. So he definitely plays with a sense of urgency that I think is really good to see. There are some guys that, if they feel like they can't make the play, then they'll just stay away. And I think even when he knows he might not be able to make a play, he still runs to the ball. So even there, good job on the tackle. Doesn't I mean, I don't want to judge him off of this one play, but it doesn't look like, he's like a physical hitter or anything like that, right? But at the end of the day, you just gotta tackle the guy. Just gotta tackle him. And he does that. So that's good, right? That was kind of weird. That's a big dude though. That running back. Is that Bryce Love? Nah, Bryce Love was in the NFL last year. All right, here we go. I don't know what weird. He must be blitzing or something, or coming off the edge. Is he gonna stay out here? Oh no, they should change it up. All right, let's see what he does. He's right here into the boundary, cornerback at the bottom of the screen. Look, get off me. I like it. So that's what. So I had the question in the comments: is he somebody that wants to, stay blocked, or is that something he needs to work on? I mean, I think he's more than aggressive enough to defeat blocks. Get off me, sucker. I like it. I like it. All right, here he is right here. Up top, again, to the boundary, as always. All right, off coverage, good to see that feet in space. What they look like. Good. All right, now here's one thing. All right, here's one thing with what he does. So he plays this right here. Let me back it up just a little bit. And I'm gonna tell you what he did here. So right here, he's playing it chest to chest. And if you're playing it chest to chest, that means you're expecting a back shoulder throw, right? A lot of times, if you're even with the receiver, and you have to know what they like to do on film. But if he's even, then a lot of times they want to throw that back shoulder throw, right? So he's playing it chest to chest, anticipating that back shoulder throw. All right, now he doesn't get that. So the tough thing is when you play that, it is extremely difficult to play the back shoulder and the goal route at the same time. That's really difficult. So that's what you see here, where the guy kind of got a little bit on top of him at the very end. That's because it's hard to play. See, now he kind of barely. I mean, at the end of the day, the coverage was really good. But I think with how perfect of a position he would have been in if he would have turned the other way from the jump, I think, he'd have been in great position. The only reason why he wasn't in position to really knock the ball away or even pick this off was because he played more chest to chest, which I get it. But you just have to know, is that something that they do often on film? If not, then you need to play more honest. But at the end of the day, this is terrific coverage. You want to know, right? I want to know, how's a guy play in space? How are his feet in space? How does he challenge himself in space? Does a really good job of being patient, hands on, squeeze him to the sideline, run vert, and complete pass. Good stuff. See it from this angle at the very end. Can't see much there. That was good though. Here he is back up top. All right, lined up, press alignment, goes into a bail. Now you guys hear me say press alignment because that's what press is. Press, this is an alignment. This, so I know I hear some people, why are you gonna line up and press and not get hands on? Getting hands on at the line of scrimmage is called jamming. All right, jamming is a technique. So press is an alignment. That's just I'm aligned at the line of scrimmage, right? In the guy's face, whether it's square or otherwise. All right, that is not actually a technique. Jamming is a technique because there's different type of techniques that you can play from press. All right, I just had to kind of throw that out there. Sorry, guys. So nice little press bail. Nothing really active there. All right, here he goes again up top. Okay, another run play. Runs too damn much. Good. Where's eyes at? Nothing really to see there. Here he is, back up top here. Good feet. He got tied up a little bit, right? He got tied up. He got crossed up a little bit, right? Attacked his outside. Look, come back inside. Grabbed him just a little bit. You see that? Let your feet do the talking for you. Let your feet do the thinking for you. Got crossed up just a little bit. But again, even like I said last night, every rep ain't gonna be perfect. Every rep ain't gonna be perfect. Okay, so one where he's lined up is he's lined up at about the 21-yard line. He needs to be at more on the 22-yard line. So he needs to scoot up a little bit more, right? So close that cushion between you and the receiver as much as possible. If we're gonna play man press, close that cushion as much as possible, and then play from there. And now it seems like a small adjustment, but just being a little bit closer shrinks his spacing that much more, and it makes it a little tougher, and he has to work a little bit harder to immediately get open, right? But from here, now, probably never going to touch him, especially if you don't just stand in there and play catch technique. All right. Here he goes, right? Oh, nope. Where's he at? I don't think he's in. Oh, he's not in. Here he goes. All right, he's off coverage. Let's see it. What can we identify on this play? Back pedal. Okay, good. Transition. Good. All right, nice and easy. So you at the very least know, okay, he's comfortable off. Nice little pedal. Nice transition. When I say transition, I'm talking about just 1-2 out. Doesn't look stiff, doesn't look clunky, doesn't look lumbering or anything like that. Definitely somebody that looks like he's comfortable playing off coverage. Now, again, there's always context, right? Like who's running this double move, right? Who's running that? Maybe dude isn't very good, maybe he doesn't feel like this guy can threaten him. So those are things that you definitely have to take into consideration as well. But I think overall, this is something good that you would like to see from your guy playing off. I think, he's been tasked to play off coverage a couple times now. And both times I thought he looked, just fine. Looked fine. From the one where he had the incomplete pass against him and then that one as well. All right, here he is back up top. He has Simi Fioco on him. Are they going to just fight? All right, now they threw the fade to Simi on him. So you love to see it. Here he goes. Gets caught a little bit. Okay, here messing with his alignment, back pedal, squeeze chest to chest. He likes to get chest to chest, then look back through the receiver. So to get his head around. So he's good here. So here he's good. He's playing chest to chest. He's actually looking through the receiver. Then at the last minute, he turns his back to the receiver, then tries to play the ball. I would pick one or the other. All right. I would pick one or the other. Am I going to play chest to chest, or am I going to what they call man turn or whatever? Or am I going to do that? So obviously it doesn't hurt him. I think he does a terrific job playing his ball. But I think, shoot, man, just stay chest to chest. Like you were good there. The one thing I'll say now that's 3 reps from off coverage where you see him. Nice feet, looks comfortable playing off, does a really good job getting to the receiver. Solid technique. Says, no, sir, not on me. You like to see it. So I start talking about versatility. We've seen a little bit more versatility with him because Ambry Thomas was just told to play man coverage all game. Real quick, I'll check back in with the group chat. All right, we got 113 of y'all in here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Glass Spoon got guaranteed money from Pete. The dirty old man cut so many injured players. Pete Carroll. One thing I'll say about Pete Carroll, the Sea Chickens or Seahawks, um, they win. They go to the playoffs every year. So it's kind of hard to knock their philosophy on anything. Um, they beat the 49ers a lot, and and they go to the playoffs every year. My guy Zach, yes, everybody should like this video. So make sure we got 115 of my nearest and dearest friends in here right now. Make sure y'all go like the page. If you're not subscribed right now, I know it's like right below the page, right? Got the little button. Go ahead, click that subscribe button right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Let's get back to this film. Super chats are greatly appreciated. Here we go. He's off coverage. So again, when you start talking about versatility, I like him in off. Open up a little too much. Challenge yourself. So I think what hurt him here is when he stopped his feet. So now he's anticipating to stop, and he's like, "Oh, I got to get in my pedal," and that kind of sped his time clock up and got him to open up. I don't want to take anything away from the receiver. Good job of stepping on his toes, as we like to say, right? Get him to open up and then sit the route down. I thought, I think it was that one little hitch in his pedal. You'll see it right there, and then he opens up, and that's what causing him to open up too soon. If he probably would have stayed in his pedal, he wouldn't have felt like he needed to open up. Off coverage again. Nothing really there to see. Just get off the block. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, I don't think he's the most aggressive tackler, but you do know that you see this consistently. He doesn't mind getting in there. He don't mind getting in there. He don't mind getting dirty. So again, that's a mindset thing we talked about early on, right? His scrappiness, fighting after every play early on in this game, kind of setting the mood, setting the tone, consistently fighting off blocks. That's something I would put in my notes. Consistently fights off blocks, works to get unblocked. Damn, 6. Ugh. Almost, big fella. Almost. And get off this one. Where's he at? Oh, he's right here. All right, here he is up top. Let's see it. Let's talk about it. All right, again, I always talk about when the space is already created. Is he patient? Does he have patient feet? Does he stay in there? He opened up a little bit too much. So that's what I be talking about. All right, so I'm glad this happened because now you guys get a chance to kind of see what I'm talking about when I say don't create the space for the receiver. It is hard. It's hard. And we saw Ambry Thomas. I thought he was really good at this for the most part. But it's hard when you're playing with this space between you and the receiver. So guys that are really good, what you want to do is you want to see how much does he challenge himself, right? Like how much does he challenge his feet? How much does he challenge his patience, all right? If you give ground, so let's see, he's starting right here. If he backs out to here, you create the space for the receiver to run a slant and come untouched. We've seen it from the outside, but it didn't hurt him. Inside, it will hurt you, right? See, so he backs out. He backs out. Now you've created the space for him. So now he come underneath. That's a nice little window. Now, again, and I always try not to talk too much about scheme, but maybe it's because there's a zone defense, so he plays it like this. Because look at the guy kind of coming out here to play underneath. Again, I don't know. I'm just giving him the benefit of doubt, but ideally, you don't want to back out and create the space for the receiver. You want to stay in there and get hands on. Be as patient as possible. I think that's one thing, but he uses his feet more than his hands. Now, again, saw the rep against, with Watkins for the 49ers. He hemmed his ass up. He didn't create the space that time. He played that right at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if that's something where somebody would just worked on it with him, or if it just happened to be on that rep with against Watkins where he did it right. Does he come off make this tackle? Eyes in the right spot. Visual key. Good job understanding where the eyes should be in the zone. Good stuff. Run play. Oh, screen. Screen away. All right, here he goes. Right here. Up top to the boundary. Of course. Is there communication? See, okay, it's a small detail, but and again, I can't hear if he's saying something, but I would like some kind of point, right? Some kind of point of, he's going across, or whatever the case is, some sort of communication. I just want to see it for my own, good. We saw it yesterday when we were watching Ambry Thomas, and I actually made a video of it. I did a whole little cut up. I actually put it on Twitter. Just the communication, being a coach on the field, getting other people lined up, and when you're lined up over a guy and he goes in motion, I just want to see like a point, or I want to see something that shows me some level of communication. I want to see you look back at the safety. Does he look at the safety as he goes in motion? Does he look at the safety? No, he does not. So like, I want to see a point. I want to see a look. I want to see something that alerts somebody that he's coming across something, some level of communication. I would like to see it on there, on this play. I didn't see it, but it does a good job kind of coming off, getting involved in there. Slam dude down. Again, told you, little scrappy dude, man. He's scrappy. Look, get off me, sucker. Get off me. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. In his face too. I like it. I like it. Let me see it from this view. Look. Get off me. Excuse me. Get off me, sucker. I like it. I like it, Demo. I love the mentality. I love the mentality. You guys are finding out a lot about just kind of the mindset of this 49ers cornerback. Here he is again. Look, now Forrest fed up. I'm tired of you trying to punk me. Look, you supposed to just be a punk after the play. Like, no, bro, I'm not a punk. Look at him. He fed up. Do y'all be paying attention to that type of stuff? I'll be looking at this stuff, man. And it's funny, but it's real. There's a battle in between, like the battle. And there's a lot of pride and all that type of stuff. And at the end of the day, bro, like, what do you want me to do? Let you block me? Like, no. No, I'm not just going to let you block me. I like it. Up top to the boundary. Let's see him. Feet, good. Hold on. See the top of this route. Was it the push? Does it got to be a little stronger here at the top of the route? Look at he semi field goal. He didn't even try to win with any type of quickness or anything like that. He was just like, I'm just gonna win with power on this route. That's why I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him kind of get bullied at the top of the route there. There's a saying that I like to say, he push, I pull. So I would like to see, hey, the receiver goes to push off, you grab him in tight. Keep him in tight right there so he can't push off. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody like that's 6'4", 220 pounds, like, that's going to be a strong push, especially when you're not as a big guy like that, right? And Lenoir is not a big guy like that. So, we're going to be in a little bit craftier there in situations like that where all right, you push, I pull. I'm going to keep you in tight. Pass play. And see there. Here he goes down here to the boundary. What we going to get? Zone. Get off the block. Gotta get off that block. His coach probably like, get off the block, son. Here he is down here at the bottom again. Got Simi Fielko again. What's it gonna be? What are we gonna see? Feet. Okay. Nothing really to see there. Good. They damn near doubled him. All right, real quick, let me check back in with you guys. All right, we got 150 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. How y'all doing, man? 150 of my nearest and dearest friends. Um, so let's see. So all right, here we go. I'll go through and answer some of these questions real quick. What up, Croc? Finally caught the live stream. These film reviews are fire. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. I played for Arkansas Baptist College and Arkansas Tech when you came out. Travis George. I came out 2010, 2011 from UAM. Or I came out 2011. I played 2010, 2011. All right, man. Watch this boy grab that INT from Trey Lance. Dude is tenacious. Man, I love that play. I love that play. Where you get that from, bro? Croc Talk TV. Where did I get what from? Was this someone that asked about the mic? I don't even see the comment anymore. But if it is about the mic, actually it was a gift from one of my homies back in Stockton. You know what I'm saying? One of my homies was like, "Hey, Croc, I got a mic for you." I was like, "Hell yeah, bro, let me get that." So I've had it ever since. Croc, okay, here we go. Put the question up for y'all. Croc, who do you think is more ready to play right now, Lenoir or Embry? They have different type of play styles. So I think it just kind of goes more on like what the 49ers are like looking for. Or if they're looking for a press man, strong outside corner who can run vertically with receivers, I'd say they probably want to go with Embry. If they're looking for somebody that might have more ability to be versatile, play outside, play inside as well, who can also play off coverage well and has good feet, then they'll probably go with Lenoir. So I think ultimately they're just kind of, at least from what we've seen last night on the film review and what we're seeing right now, they're just different type of guys. They play different. One guy just plays a little bit more aggressive with his actual like hands and stuff like that. The other one is aggressive, definitely in the mindset, but plays a little bit more finesse with his feet. Lance had 0 INTs all 2019, yet in practice yesterday he gets an INT already from Lenoir. Yeah, the okay, there, context. In one-on-ones, it's not like he can like look off and make a good decision, right? It's like, dude, I'm throwing a slant, and if you just get locked up and strapped up by this guy in one-on-one and he jumps a slant, like, bro, there's nothing I could do about it. I gotta throw it. There's nothing DBs hate more in one-on-ones. Well, there's actually two things we really hate. One is the quarterback just having hella time and waiting for the receiver to get open. That's stupid. All right. But the other thing that we really hate is when you just strapped the receiver, you locked him up, you jumped the route, and the quarterback doesn't throw the ball. Like, bro, throw the ball, throw the damn ball. Like, I ain't this rep ain't going to waste. So, that interception in one-on-ones, whatever. Now, if it was team, now we're talking about something. But one-on-ones, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let's see. Niners need players in 2 weak areas, wide receiver and DN. I can see that, especially if guys like Jalen Hurd aren't healthy. I definitely can see that. It's one-on-one, throw the ball away anyway. No, don't throw the ball away in one-on-ones. Throw the ball to the receiver so I can pick it off. All right. I'm telling you, this rep ain't going to waste. This rep ain't going to waste. All right, let's see what other good stuff we got in here. It's only gonna go up. These live streams are great. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep the live stream going. We've already been in here for almost an hour. I'm gonna hurry up and try to power through this. I know some of you guys wanted to see Lenoir versus Brandon Ayuk back from 2019, so we're definitely gonna get into that. So I'm gonna try to hurry up, power through this one real quick, and then we'll get to the Ayuk versus Lenoir. Appreciate you for liking the hat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It got the little 75th anniversary right there. You feel me? You feel me? DMV Niner gang, let's get it. I got some family that live over there in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? One-on-ones are different. They sure are. They sure are. What's up? First time tuning in. I follow nothing but Niners. Do you think the rookie corners are more physical than our starters? Ooh, I mean, I don't want to say. I think Mosley is physical. I think Mosley is extremely physical. So I would say no, because I think Mosley is very physical. Got to give each other confidence. Let's go Niners. You play how you practice. Yes, sir. You play how you practice. All right, let's get back to it. Bang out this film. Here we go. Is he in right now? Oh, bad eyes. Here he is right here, lined up here. Clearly, he has the person coming across. Where his eyes at? What was it? Is it flea flicker? Oh no, just a play action. Can't go to sleep. What a catch by Fielko, huh? I really liked him. I hate that he went to Dallas. And this is a good job by him. Look, attacking the blind spot, come back underneath. That's a good job by Fielko. Hate that he went to the Cowboys, man. Here we go. Where's Demo at? Right there. All right, here he goes here. Uh, okay. But this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because this is him up here to the boundary. They just targeted him. We just watched him be so aggressive at the line of scrimmage in a rep for the 49ers, right? A practice rep. One-on-ones when it's just you and the receiver. He was extremely patient. He played right at the line, made the receiver work laterally. But every time we see him pressed here, he's giving ground. He gives ground every single time. Now, I like that he has good feet, but I just want to know why he's played it so well yesterday with his interception with the 49ers. But here in this game so far, every single time, look, he starts out here on the 32-yard line and backs out to he's here on the 28-yard line. So about 4 yards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Never touches him and then opens up, right? And then he gets stacked, right? We don't want to get stacked. Now, good job with his eyes getting in position right here. Good eyes, good eyes, good eyes. Work to play through the hands. That part is good. But always look at like, all right, this is whoever number 81 is for Stanford. Number 81 for Stanford. Don't know who he is. But you're going to be in the division with DK Metcalf. Like you're going to be in the division with, you know what I'm saying, DeAndre Hopkins. Like you're going to be in the division with like, you know, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods and all these guys. Like, so you don't want to just give them free access to run vertically. Because if DK stacks you, it's over. It is over. 81, you know, all right. This is a good job working to get back in position. But with DK, that might be 6, especially with Russell Wilson. And I mean, that's just some of the challenges going from college to the NFL. But I would say I would like him to just work a little bit more patient instead of just giving free access and not touching guys at all. Again, I'm all for playing with your feet to get in position to get hands on. Run play. And again, we'll go back and we'll watch some Ayuk. There he goes on the blitz. All right, nothing really to see there. Here he is. He's up here at the top. Pass. Screen. Here he is right here up top. They're probably going to run it. Nope, they're passing it. Wow, that's a BS call. Oh, offensive PI. Okay. Let's see. He's up top. Nothing really to see there. They're really trying these jump balls. I think this is a good job. There's no, okay, without seeing where the receiver makes his break, I'd say he makes his break between the 1-yard line and the goal line. He didn't even make a break. He's not in. He's in now. Here he is. And still, I like it. Look, throw 88 off. Like, bro, get off of me. Okay, let's go. He's a hyena. That's what he called himself, right? He is a hyena. He does work to get unblocked. I will give him that. And it's consistent. It's consistent. Look at him. Get off of me. Get off of me. I'm not gonna stay blocked. Good stuff. Love his mentality. Where is he at? Right here. Nothing really do there. I don't think he's the most aggressive like tackler, but I would say just from a mindset, I think he's good there mentally. All right, let's check out of this game. All right, I'll check it back in with y'all real quick. Got 130 of y'all in here. What's good with y'all? That's good. What's good? What up? First time tuning in. I follow nothing but Niners. You didn't really. Oh yeah, we already answered that question. All right, so do you and you guys let me know? Do you guys want to get into seeing some of him versus Ayuk that year? In matter of fact, I think it was Thomas Graham. Was it Thomas Graham? No, it might have been Lenoir that got beat for the game-winning touchdown. All right, hold on. Let's go to that film real quick, y'all. Hold on. Let me stop the screen share. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. Hold on, give me some time, y'all. Give me some time. I wasn't prepared to do this, so. Oh no, I'm tripping. I'm looking for. I gotta find it on the I have it, but I have it on a whole different thing. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I know exactly where it's at. Boom, boom. I know exactly where it's at. Hold on, I just have it on a different drive. Hope y'all are good so far. So far what we've seen from Lenoir, obviously, like it would be nice. I'd say the one critique is he just gives up a lot of space in press. But I mean, on the other hand, we just watched a rep of him in practice, completely annihilate the guy at the line of scrimmage. So he didn't give up that ground on that play. So I think it's easy to say, found it. I think it's easy to say, he might possibly give up too much ground and whatnot, but he didn't do it on that play. So maybe he's been worked. Maybe that's something that he has worked on. Boom. And where is it at? Oregon State. Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. Where y'all at? Y'all still in here? Okay, we got 124 people in here. Who's a good comp for Lenoir? Who? Good question. I gotta think about that one. Let me think about that one. I don't want to just pull no name out my ass. All right. I don't want to be pulling no name out my ass. So all right, here we go. Screen share going back up. All right, screen share going back up. Share screen. Boom. Boom. Okay. Arizona State. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure y'all see this. Okay, y'all got it. Let's go. All right, so let's watch it. Boom. Here we go. We got Arizona State here. So in this film, Lenoir will be wearing number 6. All right. So this is Ayuk here, and that's Graham. So here's Lenoir. All right. Um, he struggled against Ayuk. He did. So let's just watch. Okay, so here's Ayuk here. Oh, but here's Lenoir down here. My bad. So here's one of the things I saw where I was like, okay, uh, so this is two reps now where we saw somebody kind of be a little strong with him at the top of the route. This is Darby here. That's not Ayuk. Here's Ayuk. So if you ever want to know, I don't want to see y'all when I say this. If you ever want to know how a receiver makes a cornerback feel, like if you want to know, like, man, is this guy quick or is he twitchy or all these things? Look at how the defensive player reacts. And that'll let you know everything you need to know about how that receiver makes the cornerback feel. All right. So when you watch this play right here, I'm gonna go back to it. When you watch this play here and watch Ayuk, and then watch the defensive back just speed turn. And it's like, bro, why are you speed turning? Why are you speed turning? So here they go up here, right here, right? Let's watch Ayuk. Ayuk don't even give him nothing. Look, he don't even give him nothing. He still is getting out of there and speed turning out. So that lets me know, especially, and Ayuk might not know this. Maybe this is just something I know from playing the cornerback position. But I don't want to say he's scared. I don't want to say that. But he's thinking he got a lot going through his head right now. When Ayuk don't give you anything and you're out here speed turning. So there's that. All right. Let's see. Here's Ayuk here. And this is Lenoir. So Lenoir running across the field with Darby. Again, gets out physical at the top of the route. Now, I thought his 2020 film was better than his 2019 film. So if this isn't a great showing for Lenoir, I would say he was improved in my opinion from one year to the other. So that's Lenoir here wearing number 6. This is the year before. All right. I'm not gonna lie. Ayuk was put on the clinic this game. So here we go. We got Darby here. We got Lenoir here. Just a nice little quick out. I think Lenoir did a really good job of being patient, right? He doesn't create space or he doesn't back out. But all right, now we just got to drive. Don't take a wasted step. Watch him kind of just take a wasted step and he kind of runs sideways for a split second. Let's go downhill at this angle. Unless you're scared of a double move, right? Or are you preparing for a double move? But this is just a quick speed out by Darby. All right, come down, make a tackle. That's third down though, so never mind. He did his job. Because I'm seeing this stick marker right here. Third down, get off the field. Get off the field. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff by Lenoir. I think for how aggressive Lenoir is, like from a mindset standpoint, I don't think he's as aggressive of a tackler. But ooh, but here's Ayuk. And here's Ayuk up here. I can't wait to see Ayuk with like consistency at quarterback. But good job of working square. Now, I don't think this is bad coverage at all by Thomas Graham. All right. This is a good job here. He kind of stays in there. You see Ayuk press upfield, come underneath now. That was a good job by Graham, but just great snag by Ayuk. Great snag. That was all hands. Watch his hand. Watch his catch. Ugh. Yeah, that was a great job by Ayuk. Now, these are the kind of things, you got Lenoir up here and you got Ayuk, you're guarding Ayuk, and it just when you start seeing those things, it's just a little tough. And like if I would have seen this film first, then I definitely would, kind of challenge his movement skills. Because right here is like, man, your feet kind of bad, But again, like it's like, damn, are they kind of scared of Ayuk? And again, I don't want to say anybody's scared of him because I know Lenoir, and I don't want to challenge somebody as a man like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know Lenoir. You know what I'm saying? He's a hyena, right? And we've seen that, especially from the 2020 film. But I thought, I think they were thinking about Ayuk a little bit, and if they weren't, maybe they just weren't prepared for maybe what Ayuk was going to look like in person. Because this ain't much that Ayuk is giving them here. It ain't much. Huh. But he kind of broke them off. Look at the space that created on just a one step. Look, one step, and it creates 4 yards of separation. You know what I'm saying? So Um, I think overall, I mean, at least so far with this, they're either thinking too much about having to guard Ayuk, or they didn't think nothing of him heading into the game, and now they're like, damn, maybe this guy's a little bit better than we thought. All right, so that's one thing, gotta kind of keep in mind. All right, gotta keep in mind a little bit. All right, here we go. Got Ayuk up top, Lenoir in the boundary. All right, run play. Here's Lenoir and Ayuk. So ain't nothing there. They were going to Darby the whole time, huh? Stab, go. Ugh. I thought they put gosh, why can't I think of his name right now? Number 8, Hollywood Vaughn, Javon Holland. I thought they put Javon Holland in some really tough situations as a defensive back in the Oregon's defense. So that's Javon Holland there, and that's Darby there, and that's a touchdown there. But I mean, you have a guy running at you. Look at all this space. Has a two-way go in the sense of he can go here with it or here. Now, unless film maybe showed you something different, but it looks like he can go here or here, and you have to kind of play it honest. And he's kind of trying to take something away, tries to come back square, and it's just over. You can't react. Where did Javon Holland get drafted to? Ugh. Jaden Daniels threw that. Look, watch the quarterback after he throws it. Huh. Yeah, that's it. All right, here we go. Brandon Ayuk back up at the top. You got Lenoir here. Does he get off the block? No, but he's still trying to show the receiver, okay, I'm not a punk. All right. Ayuk caught the game-winning touchdown, and I think it was on Lenoir. Here's Ayuk here at the bottom. So that was a good job. That's a catch by Ayuk. So this is what I call a half step, right? So it's essentially what it sounds like. It's a half step. So it's basically like a little stutter, and you see him just kind of change pace a little bit. All he's doing here is just getting the corner to kind of stop his feet for a split second, and he does. And you see it. You see like a little half step. It's like a little slow play and go. And Ayuk he's a really kind of twitchy and bursty player. So that's easy money there. If he has a quarterback that can really throw it out there, that would be a 90-yard touchdown. But Jaden Daniels didn't really throw that one out there. Good catch by Ayuk on the throwing ball. All right, let's see. Run play, hold on. Screen, nothing to see there. All right, here's Ayuk here at the bottom. Run play again. I thought the running back, Eno Benjamin, what's his name? Benjamin, number 3, thought he ran really hard this game. Here he goes again. Yeah, he ran hard this game. I'm not gonna lie. All right, play action. Damn, what the heck happened? Oh, the quarterback just took off. I think this is good coverage across the board. This is good coverage by Lenoir here on the crossing route. That was good stuff. Good stuff by Lenoir there. What the heck? All right, here we go. Oh, another run play. Good defense. All right, here we go. Brandon Ayuk. Oh man. So yeah, there's Ayuk in the slot right here. Hits him with kind of I guess you could call it a blaze out, right? And this is what I mean by they put Javon Holland in tough situations. You have him in space. Javon Holland is a safety. You know what I'm saying? They line him up. I mean, yeah, technically he plays a nickel, but he's really a safety, kind of a star position type guy. And you have him in space where he's probably more of a physically aggressive guy, where he should be more at the line of scrimmage, but they got him in space having to guard Brandon Ayuk. And this is what you get. And that's just, I mean, it's tough to guard regardless, but it's not an ideal situation for him. I didn't care for the situations that they put Javon Holland in. And then, like, I mean, with your quarterback, it's like Jaden Daniels, bro. Can the ball be out? Can you put it on me so I can catch and run? Why do I have to wait and then slow down and turn around and catch the ball? The ball should be out. It should be out. It should have been out. Then it should jump on the receiver. Like, why do I have to wait? Look how it kind of like hangs in the air. Watch. Oh man, we gotta drive that thing, man. We gotta drive that. All right, where the dude's at? Nothing really to see here. There's a little zone coverage. Darby. Ugh. Ayuk, you gonna block somebody? There he goes. Blocking McKinley. Fast forward to the next possession. I don't want to watch these guys in the red zone. And really to see there. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oh man, y'all see this dude? Ayuk, look at this. Watch him. Ha ha. Ooh wee. Yeah. Now y'all seeing why Kyle Shanahan liked him so much. Like, all right, you're gonna be doing that. Nasty, huh? Look, yeah. Good feet, no wasted steps. Get in and out. Now. Good job. I gotta see y'all on that one. That was kind of nasty. That was kind of nasty. Here we go. What we talking about real quick in the group chat? Let me come up in here. Sherm sucks. Oh man, come on, nah. Sherm doesn't suck. Slow, aging, cannot tackle, cannot cover, man. When he's on the field, he restricts what the DC can do. Salah was restricted with Sherman in 3 years. I wouldn't say that Salah was like just restricted like the whole 3 years. I think last year kind of showed a little bit that you kind of had to play a certain way with Sherman. I definitely think that there are the benefits of having Sherman, and I'm saying that without like really diving too deep into the film, but just kind of what it looked like on TV. Certain things they started to do with him when they wanted to go to man, I'd see them put him in like this different position I've never seen him play. So I think Sherman knows who he is at this point. And I still think that there's definitely value of having a guy like Richard Sherman on your team, even more so than just like the obvious, right? Like, having Sherman to, be a good mentor to like, young DBs. I think even on the field, like even if he were in a starting role, I definitely think there's a benefit to having Richard Sherman out there. He plays extremely smart. He plays more with his mind than, his body, the way his body reacts at this age. But I do think that there's a scenario where, Richard Sherman is very valuable to a defense. Yeah. Bro, please help me with the prediction. I want money. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Croc. They took a poll amongst fan majority want Sherm back. He's only good for the locker room and assistant coaches. Nah, I wouldn't even say that Sherman is only good for just the locker room. Again, I definitely feel like there's an aspect on the field where Sherman can be very beneficial. Like, and again, like, yeah, like, are you just gonna leave him man to man on Stephon Diggs? No. So let's not leave him man to man on Stephon Diggs. Like, I think their bigger issue was that they didn't do like traveling, right? I think you can definitely play Sherman. Maybe I don't want him having to guard Stephon Diggs in space, but there are definitely a lot of other receivers on a roster where it's like, yeah, Sherman, go get him, and I'm really good with that. So, yeah, like but again, if you look at it from the standpoint, there has to be some give and take. Okay, maybe not the best pure man guy at this point in his career. Maybe his body doesn't react as well as Sherman would like at this point in his career. But he's still a step ahead mentally. And I do think that that accounts for a lot, with him kind of really, I think the game has slowed down a lot for Sherman, mentally, as well as, physically. But I think there's value for Sherman, even if, he's a starting cornerback on the team. I think Sherman's going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he's starting for a team, at cornerback this upcoming year and plays well. We're talking about he's 1 year removed from being an All Pro. All right. So again, I get it. I understand. I saw certain things, especially like in the Bills game, where he was lined up in different spots because they wanted to go man, and how for most of that game they were calling a lot of zone coverages, maybe because they had him. And again, I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying kind of what it looked like, but I definitely think that Sherman can be a solid starter in the NFL. I mean, 1 year removed from being an All Pro. So that's just kind of my spill on Richard Sherman. Great career. All right, let's get back to this again right here. I'll show it one more time just because it was so nasty. Ayuk really, really. So this first step that Ayuk takes here, where he kind of squares up the defensive back. So watch him. What he's doing is he's kind of slow playing it and squaring them up. So now the corner lost his leverage because right here he has good inside shade. The corner has good inside shade. So when you see him slow play it and come in here, now he just squares them up. So now your inside leverage, because he didn't slide inside, his inside leverage is gone. So with this first step, watch the first step right there. See that? So now look, now you don't have inside leverage. Now we're squared up. All right. So now when he does go in, ooh, then the eyes, you see the eyes, it's over. It's a good job. Good job by Brandon Ayuk. Oh, 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 hey. So I don't know. So this is Lenoir here. Uh, So if I would have seen this again, I saw Lenoir. I saw Lenoir against Stanford, and I liked a lot of what I saw. Um, but Ayuk is a first round receiver. You know what I'm saying? So he was a first round pick. If the Niners didn't take him, Green Bay was going to take him. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about somebody who's a first round receiver. So and Lenoir wasn't. Lenoir was a fifth round guy. Now they're in the NFL, so you want to work to eliminate reps like this, but this is nasty. It's just a slant, but it's yeah. Ooh, I don't know if he shook him into zone or what. Yeah. Ugh. So when you guys hear, and I like to look at y'all. So when y'all hear that Kyle Shanahan was willing to draft Brandon Ayuk at 13, right? And when y'all hear that he liked Ayuk, more than the Jerry Judys and the Henry Ruggs and stuff, right? I think there was only CD Lamb that he liked as much, right? When y'all hear that, it's reason like this is why. When you see that, like that's why. When you see this, yeah, it's like okay, he's not in right now. Here he goes right here. He's open. That's more scheme though. That's one thing too that we have to kind of, what scheme, what's not scheme, right? Like, yeah, he's open. There's a little window if he has a strong enough arm because you do have the corner kind of slightly sinking underneath. Could he still make this throw? I don't think so. I don't think so. Good. This is a good rep by Lenoir. Right here. So look, let me stand in there and try to get physical with IU. Yeah. Good. That's a good rep. Locking. Okay. That's a good rep by Lenoir. Okay. Now look, wait, is that Graham or Lenoir? Let's see. Who was it? Then I just number two. Okay, so I'll give my analysis real quick, but look what he does. Look what the corner does. He's like, look, forget all this technique, forget all this stuff, bro. I am getting out of here. He just opens up and runs. Look, he just opens up and runs. We've been running this kind of long, so let's get to the end. Let's get to the end of this. So you guys are probably thinking, like, well, okay, Croc, like what happened at the end? I'll show y'all. Oh, this is Lenoir. Here's Ayuk towards the end of the game. Now there's a lot of space. There's a lot of down and distance, right? Got the yard marker here, so you're about whatever, 2nd and 16 or whatever down it is. And then he's 16 yards ago. And he hits him with a half step. And you're not catching Ayuk. All right, so let's try to see what the down and distance was. So it's 3rd down and 16. Damn. 3rd down and 16. And he just hits him with a half step right there. And, ideally you would hope that you can kind of maybe get some hands on him or something to slow him down enough, but just couldn't. He just couldn't do it. That's to the crib. Yeah. Damn. All right. Here we go. And all right, man. Lenoir can practice against Ayuk now. Yes, he can practice against Ayuk, and he's gonna need that. He's gonna need that practice. My guy Zach. Hey, I appreciate the contributions. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Wow, MC, you need to open up your mind. I appreciate that, my guy Zach. Yes, sir. It's very easy to see how Sherman can help. Yeah, so I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Whoa, let's go, Carlos. Let's go. Hey, bro, I'm here to support you. And yeah, great with these streams. Man, listen, I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat. Again, I'm gonna try to get like a soundboard or something like that. So when you guys, really make, nice contribution or any contribution at all, I can hit the sound bar and just, what I'm saying, make a little like cha-ching or like, something. Do a little something, man, because I definitely appreciate all the contributions. Keep this thing going. I'm actually opening up my own studio, like a streaming studio. So I'm gonna have my own little office, nice little setup for y'all. So I think that's gonna be really cool. Start to work on this, the production of everything. Start to get like a better camera, because right now what I'm really recording off of, I have 2 phones. So one of my phones I'm actually recording off of my iPhone. What's that? My iPhone 12. So hey, I appreciate it. Okay, now y'all being real gracious. All right, here we go. Chris, I appreciate it. Hope you guys love it. I'm gonna be in here. We'll probably come back tomorrow. Real quick, you know what I do want to do, and Chris, I really appreciate the contributions and everything. Here we go. Before we get out of here, man, I got time. So if y'all want, here we go. If y'all want, boom, there we go. So you guys can come on. Any questions that y'all may have, I really appreciate the contributions from everybody. Any questions that y'all might have, anything that y'all want to talk about, if you just want to tell me I'm ugly, whatever the case is, my voice is stupid, whatever the case is, come on, and we can talk about it. If there's things that you've been wondering, I'm always open, and maybe I'll save it for another pod to kind of talk about my journey to the NFL, certain things that I went through, certain paths that I took, certain things that I wish I didn't do. I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? I want to be as open about my process as possible, with my experiences and everything. I always want to, be as real as possible with all that stuff. So, but again, I appreciate everybody in here. We have over 100 people in here. We've had up to 150 people in here. That's awesome. Something that I just like to talk about and watch film and stuff. So, can't wait for the air that whole out soundbite. Hey, it's coming. I'm gonna get a soundboard, man. I'm gonna get a soundboard. What do y'all? I'll ask questions real quick. What are y'all most looking forward to seeing this season coming up? So I know for me, aside from Trey Lance and stuff like that, but just can the 49ers stay healthy? And I might have guys in here that are not 49er fans, but that's my thing. I really want to see, can the 49ers stay healthy? I'd say if I'm looking at something that's, not 49ers related, the battle between Cam Newton and Mac Jones. I think there are a lot of people that just think that Mac Jones is going to go in and beat Cam Newton out. I would like to kind of see how that whole thing kind of plays out. We got another contribution. My guy, I really appreciate it. I learn more and more about the game every day from platforms on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc. From all my platforms. Man, hey, I appreciate it. Again, I just try to be as real as possible with all this. I think any of y'all that have been around me in person, like I'm real in person. Like what y'all see, what y'all get. And I try to be as open and honest about everything. I never, and I always talk about I never want to come off as if I'm this and I'm that or whatever the case is, man. Like, nah, man. We all family, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's see it. The run game for me. Yeah, the run game for me, I think is going to be amazing. I think it is too. You're talking about 49ers and, adding, a quarterback to that element. Let's see that. I think in general, we really, okay, we start talking about 49ers in the run game. I think just adding, the guard from Notre Dame, seeing the offensive line that's healthy, Alex Mack, what else? Just a healthy stable of running backs. I think that alone is going to be great for the 49ers. So I'm interested definitely to kind of see what the running game looks like if people can just stay healthy. I've been following you for 2 years on Twitter now. You spit hot fire and you know what you were talking about. I appreciate that, Carlos. Yeah. Again, I talk about what I know. So I'm not like a hot take type guy. I think some things that I say might come off as like hot take-ish, right? I mean, there was a point in the offseason where I said that, and I really like the YouTube because now I get a chance to really just kind of talk about and kind of go a little bit more in detail about my thoughts, right? And I'm using this today and yesterday as film studies, but I come on here and just talk about and give my takes as well. So early in the offseason, I had said that I would rather have what's his name? The quarterback that played in the playoffs for Washington than Jimmy Garoppolo. And what I meant by that, and there were a lot of people like, what? He's only played so many snaps and you don't know. And Jimmy Garoppolo has done this and that. And it's like, dude, I can't trust Jimmy Garoppolo to stay healthy. Can't trust Jimmy Garoppolo to stay healthy. On top of that, I mean, we're talking about $27 million a year. So it's just like, dude, like, I can't trust him to stay healthy. $27 million. Like, at the end of the day, we play more with Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard at quarterback than we do Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's a stat for everybody. Since Jimmy Garoppolo has taken over for this as a starting quarterback, 49ers have lost more games than they've won. Why is that? Because he's always hurt. So it's like, I'd rather pay some journeyman less money that shows grit and shows ability. And okay, I'll put him with Kyle Shanahan than then have put all my trust and faith into Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's like, damn, my season's riding on him. Now, obviously, that's not the case now, but that was a take that I said early in the offseason. I think it comes off as just, I hate Garoppolo. No, I think Garoppolo is terrific. I think Garoppolo is a really good football player. But I also understand that I can't put all my faith in him because of what he showed us. 2 out of 3 years, he's been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Two out of 3 years, he's been hurt for a majority of the season. He only finished 3 games last year. 16-game season, he finished 3 games. What games did he finish? He finished the Arizona Cardinal game where he got Kittle hurt. He finished the Rams game and the Patriots game. That's it. So, Here we go. Let's get into some more of these questions. Off topic on NFL contracts. How do the game checks work versus the total NFL contract and injury guarantees? So contracts they're all kind of structured different. Even with like, kind of injury guarantees. And I think it kind of depends on the player and maybe what they have in their contract. I know when I looked at my contract, it was, and I have it in my email. If you guys really want to see what an NFL contract looks like, I'll send you my contract because I still have a copy of it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I still have a copy of it. So, cause I think they sent it in my. No, cause I signed it in person. I might still have it, but anyways, if you want to really see what an NFL contract looks like in the language of everything, I'll send it to you. Just shoot me a DM or something. But the I know I had some. So my contract overall was 3 years, $1.5 million. Now again, you're only gonna get what's guaranteed to you. All right. And then obviously everybody's guarantees are different. When you're undrafted guy, you don't get as much guaranteed money. So you have that. I know I had an injury split. So if my contract for that year at that time, it was league minimum $405,000. Say if I tore my ACL in training camp, I would get a split. It was like 188,000. So I wouldn't get the full 405 that I was supposed to get for that year. I was going to get like a little bit less than half. All right. So those are things to kind of think about. What else with the contract? I can't think of anything else. If you have any other questions, I'll try to answer it. But yeah, the contract stuff it's all weird. Everybody's guarantees are different. Obviously we've heard like these big issues this offseason with guys getting hurt and not getting anything. Like, so they're away from the 49ers. I think the 49ers were trading for Deshaun Hamilton, which is interesting. It's like you went that whole time and didn't draft a receiver, but you want to trade for Deshaun Hamilton. I thought that them not drafting the receiver meant that they were comfortable with the guys that they have in the house. But then you go and you want to trade for Hamilton. Maybe it was a low round pick. Maybe it's just a 6th round pick. You want to take a flyer on him, and you feel like he has a lot of ability, which I like him as well. So again, real quick, make sure you guys, if you guys aren't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you guys hit that like button right now. All right. I missed a super chat from Carlos. No, I didn't miss it. This one, right? The one where he said he's here to support. I saw that one. I posted it. Yeah. Carlos did his thing with that one. He did his thing with that one. I'm gonna get that new camera in no time. Let's see. I want her to be wide receiver 3. Here we go. I want her to be wide receiver 3, but not sure if he will play though. Man, bro, listen. I would love for her to be wide receiver 3. I mean, but gosh, it's like, come on, her. Just be healthy a little bit. Just be a little healthy, man. Like, I gotta see you, man. So I'm rooting for her. I'm hoping that her definitely has a clean bill of health heading into this season. Obviously, he has to be fully recovered from a torn ACL. Had a back injury, which is already scary. Went from a back injury to an ACL injury that was a non-contact injury. And it's just tough. Can't count on it. So, here's a question for you, Carlos. If ideally, aside from her, who would you like to see the wide receiver 3 that's currently on the roster? That's a question. Let's see. Haha, I saw this on ESPN. Do you think it's harder to win an NBA championship or a Super Bowl? I think it's harder to win a Super Bowl. Now, obviously, Tom Brady, he's the exception. But I think just in general, you look at it in the NBA, when you're the best basketball player in the league, you're probably going to win a championship, right? When you're just the best basketball player in the league, think of all the best basketball players in the league, and it's like they've all won championships, right? In the NFL, Aaron Rodgers has won, but he's only been to one Super Bowl, and he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league for over a decade. And he has one Super Bowl appearance and one Super Bowl win. So that tells me it's extremely tough. I think from year to year, any team, I mean, Look who's competing. The 49ers were just in the Super Bowl. 49ers had came off of, I don't know what, 4 straight losing seasons, and then boom, they're in the Super Bowl, right? Like, and just the randomness of it. In the NBA is like, if you have the best team, like you're probably going to be in the championship. If you have the best team, you're probably going to be in there. In the NFL, I don't think it necessarily, like, you could just have the best team that year, or you could just just random. I don't want to say randomly get there, but you have. I feel like you have more of a chance as an underdog in the NFL than NBA. NBA, if you're the best team, you're probably going to win all. NFL, teams can sneak up on you and get to the Super Bowl. Now, it seems like every year you have to face Brady because he's that good, but yeah. Here we go. Juwan Jennings, Marquise Lee, Austin Watkins all have a shot. I'm interested to see this whole Marquise Lee thing, because obviously he's in camp right now. He's in camp right now. Rookie mini camp, which is basically a tryout. I think we should trade for a wide receiver 3, someone who is a little bit more established. I agree. There are some people, and I saw somebody in the comments say, one person said Richie James. I like Richie James a lot as well. I think he just needs an opportunity, man. Like, just give Richie James an opportunity. Just be like, all right. Like, if Richie James, and it's not sexy, but if he was just a starting slot and you put him in that role and he's on the field, I think he'd have a good year. I think Richie James would have a good year. If you told me the starting receiver, and it's not sexy, but if you told me the starting receivers were Debo, Ayuk, Richie James, and you got George Kittle, I bet they have a good year. I bet they'd be good. I think there's a lot of dynamicness in that receiver group. I think they'd be good. Now, I also saw somebody here say Golden Tate. I think Golden Tate plays a lot like something that Kyle Shanahan would like, having that physicality and whatnot. But, yeah. Yep, just got to give him a shot. Just got to give him a shot. All right, I'll post this in here. No, nobody wanted to come on. All right, man, we're going 100 strong right now, but I'm gonna get up out of here. I got a Madden game to play at the top of the hour. I appreciate y'all checking in. What did we learn from Lenoir? Obviously, I think he struggled a little bit against Oregon. I think that he was much improved against Stanford, even going up against a guy like Simi Fehoko, who I think was a really good receiver. I think watching his 2020 film, he possessed a lot of things that you would like. I think where the areas where I would like to see him improve really is more as a press corner, but I think he definitely possesses the ability to do so. I think he has good feet, change of direction, hips, all those good things. Now it's just to be, more consistent at the line of scrimmage. I think playing off, that's a strength of his. I think he has patient feet from off coverage, so that's really good. Those are things that you want to see. I think overall, Lenoir, I think he has a chance. I think he has a chance. Is he going to come in and just be a starting cornerback day one? I mean, I'm not going to say he's not going to be, right? I don't count nobody out, especially guys like him that's just, he's a dog. But I would say, he has a shot to be good. And I think he possesses a lot of things that you would want to see. So that's going to do it for today. I appreciate all y'all checking in. Man, hopefully in the next couple weeks I get in that damn my little office studio, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a nice setup once I get that rolling. So I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all you guys for the super chat donations. I'll see y'all next time. We'll see what film we can kind of throw on and watch. But until then, maybe I'll have a nice guest on here next time. I appreciate y'all. I'm signing out. Peace.